space and time, they are the same, and it is like material. Time is material that you can form. We are in Abu Dhabi International Airport. Look at this. Doesn't it kind of remind you of a church? See? See, like in a church. It's a huge space and it's meant to impress. You will have a different feeling of yourself when you're in that huge space, because we always relate ourselves to the space. And in the church, that would make you feel, I don't know, humble maybe, sometimes also very serious, because you're in the presence of such huge size, you know. And here it's the same, but everything is so clean and shiny, and you have these blinking lights everywhere. Which kind of, I thought the outfit to feel comfortable here is like also blinky and shiny and special, you know. Like some people, I feel they fit in here, and me, it makes me feel not belong. It makes me have a feeling of, oh, what is this here? I would rather be in a forest, you know. And in the church, you have everything pointed in one space, and the attention is directed. Even if you circle around the church, you will have an array of symbols in a temple as well. That is guided somehow to carry a certain message. And I feel like same thing is happening here, but the difference is that it is way less. I mean, it's also structured, but it's more chaotic, like the German word Zerstreuung. It is making you go here and there, and it is distracting you. And I feel like every space just gets to be what we have put into it. And here we have put the intention of first showing how great we are, or we as the people who built this. They are rich, they are shiny, clean and wealthy. And secondly, to draw your attention towards all that products. You know, when I was with a friend in Berlin, she took me to her art class, and the professor there told that his main thesis in all of theoretical art analysis is that art used to be a medium to show the sacred, and since that has been more and more completely broken, it has shifted to be a supplement for that, to be something instead of. There was a hole left when the sacred was no longer the driving force behind art. And so art itself became sacred, and culture is still yearning for that very same feeling, you know, but instead of putting it through pictures of holy people or putting it to a symbol or a thought, they will put it now to products, or still to a holy person, but it's not anymore like a saint, but more like a Kardashian. And so nothing actually disappeared. all those functions that we had were replaced by other functions. So this is it's a modern temple, and it's about coming and going, about internationality, about global connectedness. And I cannot say I like it. I like it very much. See, every space is what we make of it. Before I left, now I'm on my way to India, but before I left I made a lot of changes to my room because I felt my room was not adjusted to what I need. So I just wanted way more space. I took a lot of stuff out, also furniture, and I had been living in this room for all my life, same room, and going from one topic to the next, I think it's all one anyway. I had a conversation two days ago with a girl. Greetings to you if you see this. And I always was making that point that space and time is really the exact same thing. And this is also in many aspects shown practically. For example, if you live 20 years in one room and you want to get a lot of space, then what you will first have to spend time to get that space. Secondly, you will also confront all the past time that went to shape that room. And that was really a special process to me. All phases of my life had left something in that room and shaped it. And I've been there 20 years, but that room exists for more than 120 years. And I've shaped it. I think it's carrying my energy pretty strongly now. What do we make of that? That ability to make a place how we intend it to be by using it in that way far outreaches what you think it is. I mean, I was never in Mecca, but I imagine it to be a profoundly strong place. And is it really or exclusively because the scriptures tell that it's the most holy place? I mean, the Quran doesn't even tell that it's in Mecca, the Holy of Holies. So, is it not also that the people made it to be that? And I felt this in many places in India too, where places exert such strong energy. I felt like this place has been made holy by the people, you know. And or take Israel for example. A lot of people claim and have experienced that to be the country of God, or a piece of land where insane amount of people agree that this is somehow a holy place to God. And then take what's happening there. Is it really a contradiction? What is it showing? What it is saying about our relation to God? What is it saying about our relation to those religions, or the core or the aim of that religion? If that is the most holy, the most where all love is coming from, and we as humans are in relation to that, killing each other at that place. What does it mean? I mean, it's not so funny actually. Space and time, they are the same, and it is like material. Time is material that you can form. And how would you explain that? I mean, you can experience it if you time is thought of as a resource, and space also, especially with the number of humans growing. But if it could be thought of a material, like a resource for what? That is the question. For what? I mean, that is one thing we can speak about. Is it, does it have an aim? Is there something to be made out of this resource? I think yes. And let's make spaces different to this one. And I mean, that with the space, it applies also to your mind, doesn't it? If you want space in your mind, you will have to confront the things that are in that mind. You cannot just meditate it away. Like when I want to get a clean room and I have to read through all those old sketchbooks and writings of mine to put them into some order, to space them away. I will have to look at them. I have to look at what I have in working together with fellow human beings around me, made out of this material of my mind and my space and time in my room, if I want to change it. So I think you can gain a lot of information from just looking at what we are using this material for, or what you are using it for. And I want to invite you to do that.
Back in India,